Today, I'm welcoming Dean Bell as a committee member of the Mansfield District Association and long-time business operator in our shire. Dean has been keeping his businesses active during COVID-19 and we wanted to find out a bit more. Welcome, Dean, and thanks for joining us today.
Good afternoon from a distance. Elbow, yes.
How has your business adjusted through COVID-19?
Look, firstly, I'd like to say that I think every business up and down High Street, Hyatt Street, and whether it's Bonnie Doon or out at Jamison, everyone has adjusted to some extent in some way, and it's everything from signage and sanitizing, distancing, staff training, kind of customer traffic, the management flow of that. And I really kind of would like to kind of tip my lid or kind of tip my hat to those who have done all that, because I think we've actually done, across the board, done better than many, many businesses in Melbourne. Then back to our place, the hospital, the produce store and the hotel. We've had to do all of those things and adjust as well. I mean, that's at the Proddy, it's kind of looking more like a gourmet grocery store than a cafe, and we've been packaging up meals and cryovacking things and delivering and doing all sorts of hampers, and we've actually had lots of people from Melbourne calling and saying, look, my mum and dad live up there. Could you please make up a hamper like this? Could you send that off? Could you deliver it to them? Could you let them know that we love them and we miss them and all of those things? And here at the hotel, of course, our drive-through bottle shop has become the drive-through takeaway with a kind of special food heater and so on. And we've been doing our, as you know, our Pony Express up to Tolney and out to Piries, where we actually take big commercial hot boxes of food out to those, rather than somebody driving and taking a takeaway meal home and getting it back kind of lukewarm and things like that. So there's been a lot of work all around, I think, by everyone I talk to.
Thanks about that, but you've left something out, because you really have taught your staff to do tasks that they haven't learnt before. So I can see from you behind that painting's been one of those things.
Oh yes, well we during the close downs we actually kind of had a professional painter come in and another tradesman, and they actually gave lessons to our staff on kind of how to do some of the work you can see behind us here, and we've had people on paintbrushes and they've been learning carpentry skills, and we've had to run some new cables with the proper guidance, and so they've all been learning something new, something different, and there's a lot of staff training as well for when we reopen, in order that we can be doing table service and all the things that we need to do.
Exactly, and I've noticed some of them, they've really stepped up, haven't they? And it's really good for them to be learning different things, because they'll remember this time forever, and they'll remember the skills they learnt as well. So what have been
there's that, and the other part of it, interestingly enough, as we've reopened different sections, those who've been involved with the renovations have just had a stronger bond with the place, and said there's a little bit of what I've done sitting on that wall or over there, and there's which is just great to see that pride in place.
That's fantastic. See that in their attitude to everybody. So what impacts do you think that this has all had on Mansfield businesses? I mean, I mentioned a few things.
Look, I think to date, we have done exceptionally well. And I just kind of, my sister actually lives down at Mount Eliza, and if I can just jump down there for a moment, I was talking with her, and as she takes her dog for a walk and we were debriefing, she said, Dean, it is frightening to see how fast so many shops have become empty. And she has sent me photos of one shop after another, boarded up, papered up, to let, for lease, and just sitting there empty. And one would think that Mount Eliza and Mornington would be areas of quite a bit of money, and they have absolutely kind of felt the pain. So I'm very proud of the fact that that our shopkeepers here, despite the lack of revenue and the changes and all the rest, have been able to keep their doors open, and that they're changing and adapting. And it's credit as well to our locals who have been making sure they get out there and support the businesses in town. And we've just got to hope that they can just get through this next few weeks, because once the gate opens, we also know with Lake Eildon at its highest since December 18, snow on the mountain still, that we are going to be in a very, very positive position for some, return to business.
Definitely, and we look forward to that when it can happen, don't we? And I do admire everybody and acknowledge the work that's gone in. I believe that Lake Nilakudi is to the top level too, so
yes,
that's pretty exciting as well.
Mm.
So what do you think the business community and local community need to do to keep moving forward?
Well, I think we have to remember that as we get our visitors coming back, as much as they understand that it's all been different, there won't be all the sporting activities. There won't be the show, the High Country Festival. So many things that were just part of the experience that people have had when they've come through town. So on that level, we kind of, as business people, we just need to kind of say, what are the little things we can do? What can we do as groups of businesses to still create that good energy in and around? That's part of it. Encouraging, making sure that all of our staff know about the best places to go bushwalking, that they know that Lake Nilakudi is full, that they know the little spots to go to for picnics and fishing, so that when people want to participate and enjoy some socially distanced activities, we can guide them to all of those, and that they can come back into town, fill the beds at the motels, come around, get some takeaway food, have a coffee, sit in the main area and do all of that. So everybody has to be an ambassador. Everyone is a tourism officer for those that are coming back, and making sure that we're looking after them.
That's exactly what I was thinking when you were speaking, that we'll all be ambassadors for our region, won't we, when we all come back together. Thank you, Jean, and on behalf of the community, thank you so much for what you and your family and all your staff have been doing. So thanks very much.
It's our pleasure.
And thank you to all our businesses that are providing goods and services to us all through this difficult time. We all know our local community has been hit hard by the effects of the fires and COVID-19, both economically and socially and emotionally. So please continue to support our businesses, whether in the streets or online. We know we have great local people, and their commitment to new ideas, and of course our positive future, will get us through. See you next week.